What's up? Yo, 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 it's your girl Malicious. Thank you so much for tuning into my channel. I have had like a crazy, awesome, up and down, side to side roller coaster. I have made it back to Chiang Mai. I was just aware that the video that I posted earlier this week about my most awkward trip to the border to Burma was it didn't work. Like the video, I don't know what's going on with the sound. So here I am in a hostel and no one's here right now, so I have a couple minutes to share with you before I go out to watch a ladyboy show. And I gotta get ready to looking cute for the ladyboys. Y'all feeling me? So a couple of things have kind of gone down since that has happened. The previous video is what I'm referring to. So the first is my experience at the border was like kind of awkward. So I was on a bus from Chiang Mai to Masai to go and get my passport stamps because I only had 30 days here in Thailand and I just wanted to extend it. There was a lantern festival going on and it was just like so awkward. So I got on this bus called Green Bus. I got hooked up with like a discounted trip, and because my homegirl was looking out for me. She is on my Facebook day, so if you all have Facebook, please go ahead and add me and you will see little snippets, 15 seconds, that happen during my day. So it's Muay Thai classes, parties that I run into, me sitting in front of workspaces, and sometimes the bus ride. But in this case, like, the situation was a little jacked because I took a green bus, got a discount ticket. It was awesome. And then I ran into some problems. Well, at first, like, they were asking, the police would stop every couple of stops, would stop each bus as we were crossing to go into the border. And the police would skip me, and everybody else around me was Asian, so, or Thai, or from another country. And so they would ask them for their passports or any form of ID. And so there was a girl next to me who was real cool, you know what I mean? She was older, she was sharing snacks. I was like, all right, you know, she a sister, you know what I mean? People of color, what's up? But then, like, she began to start saying, uh-oh. Now, I can, like, handle all kinds of things, like bodily functions. I don't prefer the smell of shit, but I can handle it. You know, somebody farts, I might kind of get pissed off, be like, fuck man, we share the same air, what's wrong with you? But then after that, I'm cool. But then when it comes to vomit, I'm like, okay, like, yo, I can handle that. So she's sitting next to me and she goes, uh-oh, and she pulls out the little bag and begins to vomit inside of the bag. And then, so I don't know what to do. I'm like patting her back and I'm like, okay, it's okay. And like, she was cool at first, like, because she was vomiting. But then I was like, if I smell it, I'm going to feel sick. I don't know what to do. And then she just began spitting into it, into the bag, and just like vomiting. And I was like, oh my God. I can't handle this. Okay, so like a couple minutes, like she maybe vomits for about 5 minutes, and maybe that's an exaggeration, but in my time it was like 5 minutes. And then the bus stops. She puts, like, I think she needs a minute or two to like regain herself. She folds the bag and puts it on the floor, and I'm like, okay, she just needs a minute. So I signal to her, like, we're talking. I don't speak full Thai, like I'm still learning a few words. And so I'm giving myself time. Like, I've been here 1 month. I think I'm pretty good for 1 month. And so I like signaled to her, there's a bathroom 2 seats behind us. And I was like, go to the bathroom. You know, put water in her face, splash something, do something. And she was just like, and then she turned around and just faced forward. I'm like, okay, like she needs a minute, I guess. So then the bus stops to like pick up more people or let people off, because this is a scheduled stop and some people go smoke cigarettes, get water, whatever. Homegirl didn't get up. Like, she didn't get up to go to the bathroom to throw away her vomit bag. She just sat there. So after like a couple minutes, I was like, yo, is this shit for real? Like, I can't. I can't right now. Is this for real? So I get up, so I'm like, okay, pretending to stretch my legs, looking for an empty seat. Maybe somebody ahead of me like got off at the stop, and I can just sneak my way to another seat. And instead, like, I'm just like stretching, looking around, pretending to just like, we've been sitting. The bus ride from Chiang Mai to Masai is about 6 hours, like 5.5, 6.5 hours. And so like I'm tired. It's been several hours and she doesn't get up. And I look directly at the vomit bag and I'm like, oh. Like, yo, I was chill. Like, this is not my home country, right? So I'm just trying to be as calm as possible and like, but I had no one else to tell except for all of y'all. And like in my sister voice, like, bitch, pick that shit up. That is like 8 levels of motherfucking nasty. Like, it was so fucked up. So I get up, I couldn't find anything. The bus, it starts moving, it's time to go. Then the woman comes, who's like the stewardess for the bus, hands out waters, passing out trash, like collecting trash. I said, look, this girl just vomited next to me and she put the bag right here. Like, I'm grossed out. There's another guy that looks, she's like, okay, cool. So she comes, she's like, I'll come back with a bag. She comes and brings the trash bags and like scolds the woman in Thai that the woman didn't turn around and talk to me at all. And so there's a guy, like across from me, and he's looking at me like, fuck. Like, this is so awkward for this poor girl. I gotta help her out of this situation. I don't know what to do. It was pretty awkward. So, oh, let me back up and say this real quick. As I was standing pretending to stretch, there was a woman who like elbowed me to get out of her way because she's pregnant and she's with her husband, and I was kind of standing in front of their seats. So I'm like, okay, she's pregnant and she didn't even throw up. Whatever, like, you'll see what happens later. So the guy across from me looks at me, he says, you follow me. So I'm like, okay. So we move up a couple seats, and then by the time we get to a new seat, he pulls me up to first class. And then we sit down, and then I hear, yo, this bitch threw up again. Like, I can't. I just looked at him like, and I was trying so hard. Like, I felt so bad for her, you know? But like, bitch, that's your vomit bag. Like, handle that. Like, okay, you don't always have to be sanitary, but that is nasty. Like, so we turn to each other and I'm trying hard not to burst out laughing because that's just uncomfortable. I'm just like thanking God, Jesus, Buddha, universe, everybody that just like, I got out of that seat. I'm just somewhere else looking at it from the outside. I was like, okay, cool. So then like 3 minutes later, I hear, yo, it was a chick that was like, told me to get up. It was a pregnant chick, and it was her turn to vomit. So I got to the border. It was like, everything looked so nasty. It was like guts and like everything on a kebab. Now, usually, like, I'll fuck that shit up. That food looks so damn good. But I wasn't thinking about, okay, people were just vomiting. It just did not look good. I think it was just like, it just didn't look good once I got to the border. It was disgusting. It was disgusting. Like, it was so bad. So, like, that's like the most awkward experience I've ever had on a bus. And so I'm glad I was able to tell you guys this. But yeah, I mean, I'm cool to people's faces, but like in my sister self, like, I can't. And I'm real, but like, that shit was crazy though. It was just crazy. It was crazy. So on my way back, it was a much different experience, and I'm gonna make another video about that because it's not so funny. Like, I ran into some problems, but I will let you know about that in the next video. If you guys like this, comment, subscribe, share to your friends. I'm gonna go out tonight. It's like a drag show. If you guys don't know anything about ladyboys, they're like ladyboys. So they're trans, and some have actually are post-op, and some pre-op, and some just don't have any op. They just are trans. So I'm so excited. This is my first ladyboy show in Thailand, and To all of my drag queens from Phoenix, kisses. To all my drag queens from Seattle, kisses. From St. Louis, smooches. In Guadalajara, smooches. So I'm so excited now that I get to go and see this experience here in Thailand. So yeah, in other news, things are moving along quite nicely. Thank you, God. Just the energy is about to be so different. I'm like 29 for just like 6 more days, and then I hit the big 3-0, and I just want a really good reason to celebrate. So, wrapped up the book. I hope you guys checked out that video. It says welcome home. It's all of my awesome experience kind of wrapped up in a minute and like 29, 40 something seconds, and just like a positive energy. And yeah, the brand is going well. It is National Novel Writing Month, so I've kind of like finished book 1, and then within 1 month I'm finishing book 2, and then I'm like building the business, and I'm like seeing what I can do on the finances that I have now. Yeah, so because I'm in a good mood, I'm not going to make the next video until later. But you guys do find me on Facebook. My name is Marina K. Coker. Add my brand on your Facebook as well, Unapologetically Marina K. If you find me on Snapchat, I am MarinaK41. And if you find me on Instagram, I'm Unapologetically MarinaK. I don't think there's a space between any of that. And you guys can follow my travels in Thailand. Like, I actually take pictures of things. And then through my day on Facebook, I just have different social media. So this is just me talking to you all, like, on a sit down without makeup. Because I'm natural. I'm real like that. And there's black folks in Chiang Mai. So, yeah, so much is happening. So good. Positive energy. But I will talk to you guys about my tower. And as an aside, I am doing card readings. I will probably start another channel, but probably not this month because I just have a lot going on. Like, just a lot. Like, 2 books and a business. And I'm traveling and minding a budget. But I do great card readings for you guys, positive messages that we all need to hear in a loving way. And yeah, if you guys need any private readings or anything like that, close friends, I offer a special discount. I will probably get around to that much later. I'll probably add that to my store, but as you guys see, I got a lot of stuff happening. So, comment, subscribe, share. Maybe you guys can tell me about a situation where somebody was vomiting. Awkward. Freaking awkward. Alright, I'm going to close on this note. Yep. Kellyanne Conway, Steve Bannon, Putin, and Trump. Yeah. Alright, guys. I will see you tonight. If you're out and about in Chiang Mai, come say hi to me. Alright, take care.